Alright, some of you guys still can't decide whether you should be in the automotive aftermarket, whether you should do something else with your life. Some of you guys are already in it, wondering if you made the right decision. Well, that is coming right up. Well, we're at the 2016 ATMC conference in Atlanta. What a nice city that we're in. But hey, with me is David Milne, and he has got a great message for you guys. He said something today that really caught my interest, and I wanted to share it with you. You remember when you were talking about automotive service industry? Maybe we should call it automotive sciences industry. And I want you to talk a little bit more about that. I think that is such a good idea, and we'll tell you why.
Yeah, I really think that the occupation is due for rebranding, and I have suggested automotive sciences because of the type of occupation that it is now. It's a very challenging job. We know it's one of the most challenging technical jobs out there. It has very reasonable salaries. You can make a great living at it if you're a good practitioner. And best of all, it has a lot of great opportunities if you enter at the technician level. There are so many different things that you can do. I know I entered as a technician myself, and I just seized every opportunity that came my way to get to the position that I'm in now. But the industry does suffer from a bit of an image problem. Despite all of those advantages that it has, too many people see some of the stereotypes that are still out there in this industry, and they exist, and that's what perpetuates those stereotypes of this particular job. And I would urge parents and students alike to ignore those stereotypes and look for the good aspects of this industry, because there's so many. And when you're considering this occupation, you ought to consider carefully your educational opportunities and how you go about getting trained for it, and you should also consider carefully the work environment that you choose, because there are great work environments in this, and then, as I said, there's stereotypes. There are not so great opportunities in this too. So it's important that you consider it carefully, because you can be very successful in this industry.
You certainly can. And you got to remember, these cars out there today, they're not like cars from years and years ago. These things are rolling computers. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, if you're not good in math and science, you probably won't be a good diagnostician either. And guidance counselors and teachers and parents, you really need to understand that this is a technology that has evolved like computers so tremendously, and the career paths are just unlimited. It's a really great opportunity, and that's why I think what Dave said about changing it from automotive service to automotive science is just so relevant today. Now, one more thing, Dave. I know there's a lot of information out there that students can get or that they can look at. Maybe not so much ATMC, but do you have any other messages, like for guidance counselors or parents, or places to look for maybe more research on this opportunity?
Well, one of the things that I would look for specifically is two organizations that are sponsored by ASE. They're part of the ASE Industry Education Alliance. And one is our NATEF program, which is the National Automotive Technicians Education Foundation. That is a group that accredits vocational schools. They've looked at the standards. If you're going to a NATEF accredited school, you're going to an institution which knows what it takes to produce a good student who will then enter at an entry-level job and be successful, because you'll have what you need in terms of that. The other program is you want to look and see if they're affiliated with a group called AYES, which is Automotive Youth Education Systems. And that group helps students make the transition from school into the workplace through internships, and helps them make sure that they get in the right working environment for them. And both of those are invaluable things to you as a student as you progress towards your occupation.
Absolutely. And we'll have the addresses down below in the metadata, so you can go to those websites and to those places and check this out for yourself. And you really need to do this if you have any interest at all in cars and working in the automotive aftermarket, either at the dealership level, at a store level, maybe even having your own shop someday. You really owe it to yourself to check this stuff out, and you're going to be glad you did.